Here in today's video, we'll be covering Road to Fiddler's Green, the prequel to Day of the Zombie. My hopes aren't high for this game. Let's check the Wikipedia page. Holy crap, these review scores are bad. Oh my gosh, the game was rated the worst game of 2005. Oh my gosh.
So, you want to know how I got here?
No, I really do not want to hear your story.
Yeah, I'll tell you my story. It all started like this. I just finished feeding the hogs when the power went out. That happens from time to time out here in the country. I tried calling the electric company, but the lines were dead. I didn't think too much of it at the time. Later that day, I noticed a stranger in my yard. Something wasn't right with him. The way he was just standing there. I went out to see what he wanted.
We met the stranger, Fred the Zombie. He wasn't very nice. He also wanted to eat my brains. Oh, it's Payne the gun. Look how good this gun works. Only 4 shots to kill a zombie. Just me doing some epic parkour strategies to avoid these very intelligent zombies. I have to open so many of these drawers to go find this freaking key. Where is it? I love playing this game's very good hit reg system. Finally get a melee weapon and a revolver. Yay. I kill some zombies with this actually half decent revolver. Ooh, it's the zombie jumping through a wall again. Oh my gosh, and breaking into a sprint in a John Romero game. This is kind of funny. This zombie's getting cyberbullied like the average 12-year-old in a Team Fortress 2 match. Wow, that's fair.
I killed the strangers. It was them or me. The poor devils looked like they fell in a septic tank and festered for a few days. I'd never killed no one before, so I sure was real spooked. I decided to head over to my neighbors across the cornfield. I just didn't feel safe hanging around here all by myself.
The crawlers aren't ear raping us this time, hooray! Of course the barn door is locked, why wouldn't we guess that? There's our good friend the lockpick we need to pick the door. I'm just like I did a lot in Day of the Zombie, I abuse the AI in this game and do some tedious killing of them.
Well, it looks like we're having some technical difficulty getting in touch with the man. We'll try again momentarily.
Yeah, I'm gonna skip that boring gameplay. Hey look, we broke the lock and the door pops the opposite way. Wow, that AI navigation's even worse than the ones in Day of the Zombie.
My neighbors were dead. I didn't know what the heck was going on, and I was scared to death.
Reports of violence are coming in from neighboring states. We're unsure at this moment what to make of the situation. The governor is telling everyone to stay in their homes and has issued a... One moment, folks. Something has just come across my desk. I'm getting reports that I'm having trouble reading this bulletin, but I've been told this has been confirmed by official sources. It appears that the dead are coming back to life and eating the flesh of the living.
Wow, game, we didn't know the zombies were coming back to life and eating people. No way.
This is unbelievable news we're hearing. I, for one, am truly shocked. For those of you tuning in, this is not a joke. Something has gone horribly, horribly wrong.
Who would have guessed it's killing more zombies?
I did what the man on the TV said and stayed on the farm as long as I could. I got by okay, but those corpses kept coming. I'd never killed no one before, so I sure was real spooked. The shortwave radio said that the military had some safe houses set up in the city. I was running low on supplies and starting to go crazy all by myself. I had nothing to lose. The city looked like a war zone. Roads everywhere were blocked. I didn't know where to go until I noticed a flicking light in the hospital up ahead. Someone was signaling SOS. I wasn't gonna let a few blocked roads stop me from getting to another living person. I'd go on foot.
Oh yeah, a horde situation like Left 4 Dead, but less fun. Yes, of course, the fucking car is still playing after that zombie went through that wall. Real quick, let me just alt-tab from this game. Yes, we went to go watch Evangelion. It was a lot better than this game. Now we're back. Now we have a sewer level. Woohoo! Jeez, we just entered the sewer and now there's a zombie. Oh my gosh, why is he stupid? Oh my gosh, he just fucking hit me. This is peak gameplay, fighting zombies in sewers. This is so fun with the worst gun in the world. Jeez, how long is this stairwell? Finally, the exit to this level of the sewer. After exiting the sewer, we just fight against zombies. The first thing we do. Sorry for not holding up the holdout section. Now we have to wait for this fire to go out. It's pretty fun, and then enter the hospital. We finally got into the hospital, boys. Hooray.
A doctor was on the intercom. He had locked himself in a security room. I had to find him.
We fight some zombies in some hospital rooms. We finally got a new weapon, guys. The fire axe, hell yeah! Hey guys, look at this very cool weapon. It's cool.
The doctor had come for supplies a few days ago. The men he was with were murdered by those living dead. Once the killing started, he locked himself in this room. It kept him safe, but now he couldn't get out. The doctor said that if I went to the basement, I could open the door by flicking an electrical switch down there. First, I needed his pass card to get into the basement. He buzzed me into the offices so I could fetch it.
The zombies weren't the problem, it was the drawers. I love using the keycard and opening the doors in my face. Hooray, this game has a good placement with the crawler, hooray. We use the fire axe to kill some zombies. And then we open the door with the switch, and now let's go see him.
The whole hospital was burning down. I needed to grab the doctor and get out of there.
Dude, this game's boss fight is worse than frickin' mobile games.
Explosions rocked the hospital. No time to think. I just had to save myself.
We abused some zombies' AIs by killing them. Look at these AIs get stuck on all these props.
I made it out of the hospital, but I still wasn't safe. There was a police station nearby. I figured I could get me some serious firepower there.
Hooray, we got a shotgun! Wow, I take my words back. We found a key to go open a door. And we used the key to open some door. By clicking a switch, we open this really cool door animation. Then we get out of the warehouse by opening a switch, and oh shit, that's a screamer. Now we're at the police station.
His name was Otis. He said the police station was a safe house until it got overrun a couple of days ago, but he wouldn't tell me why they locked him up. criminal or not, I couldn't just leave him there. I had to find a key to his cell.
Don't just stand there. Go find that key.
I'd never killed no one before, so I sure was real spooked.
We got the key to go unlock Otis.
Was sure glad to be free. But what would we do now? The radio said there was a safe house and an old theater nearby. We could go there, but the city streets were too dangerous to travel on foot. There were too many of those mindless walkers out there. My new friend Otis had a plan. Otis had an 18-wheeler cab in the impound lot. He would get it and pick me up, and then we'd make for the theater. My job was to cover him from the roof. First, I needed a rifle with a scope, and I was in the right place to find one.
Bro, hooray, now we know the code to get the sniper rifle. Now we got the sniper rifle, hooray.
Otis was ready to run to the truck. I didn't have many bullets in the sniper rifle, so I had to be careful. I couldn't let a single one of them get to him.
Then we get to use the sniper on a zombie. Then we have an intense sniping scene. Then we snipe a lock? You're telling me I can't just shoot this lock at the beginning of the game, of course. Bro started getting beat by zombies and then the level ends.
Otis had abandoned me. I had to find another way to get to the theater. It wasn't too far, but the streets were crawling with the living dead. I decided to get there through the sewers.
You're actually kidding me. Another one? Start fighting zombies in sewer drains. Hooray, we got a swimming section. After getting out of the water, we get to use a Molotov on some zombies. Then we touch a ladder and it ends the level.
The theater was barricaded like a fortress, but everyone was dead. Those things got to them. I needed some rest. But first, I had some business to deal with.
We just have to clean out the entire theaters by killing all the zombies.
I woke up to honking. Otis came back for me. I asked Otis where we were going. A trucker on his CB radio told him about a city of the living, completely surrounded by water and walled off from those creatures. We had to find a way there. Our best bet was to go by boat. We headed for the docks. Freedom was in sight. Otis would go down and find a boat while I covered him.
This one is no good. I'll go and check the next one. This one is shot too. Let's keep going. Locked. Let's try another.
We barely got out of there alive. It was like they knew we were trying to get away. I was relieved, but Otis wasn't doing so good. I could tell they had got to him. He looked at me and took a deep breath and asked for one last favor. It made me sick to my stomach, but I had to do it before he turned into one of them, a living dead.
I'm bleeding. They got to me. Kill me before I turn into one of them. What are you waiting for? Do it! Do it now!
3, 4.
I'd never killed no one before. It took a while, but I finally made it to the city of the living. People from the city were trying to get supplies across the river, but the drawbridge wasn't working. They asked me for help, and I just couldn't say no.
We fight some zombies with the best headshot indicator in the world.
The truck was full of supplies, but that meant squat if we couldn't get into the city. The power to the bridge was out. If I could get the generator started, we might just stand a chance.
There I go, I started the generator and the door opens. Of course the door opens and there's immediately zombies out there. This is before modern military shooters and we still have a turret section. Oh god. Hey, the turret doesn't sound bad in this version. What does they do in Day of the Zombie? But here's this tedious turret section.
The men at the gate took me to meet an important man named Mr. Kaufman. Mr. Kaufman was mighty impressed with how I helped out at the bridge. He was so impressed that he offered me a job on the spot. You see, there was this big, tall skyscraper called Fiddler's Green, filled with fancy rich people apartments. He wanted to fix it up again, but those flesh eaters had infested it. He said the cleanup was almost done, only a few pockets of the things were left. It sounded dangerous, but he'd give me a nice place to live and lots of money to do it. Besides, Mr. Kaufman said that by doing this, I'd be helping out a lot of people. Good people, just like me.
So the first thing we do is have to clear out the parking lot. Next we clean out an office complex. Next we clean out the mall. Next we clean out an apartment. Next we clean out this roof.
And that's how I got from the farm to the top of Fiddler's Green. Inside the city, life went on. Kaufman opened his fancy tower. Only the rich and famous were welcome, but that's a whole different story. At times, things seemed almost normal, but I knew, heck, we all knew, beyond the city walls was nothing but death, and it was trying to get in.
Hey, it's me again for the end of summary of this game. Would I ever recommend this game to anyone? No. Now, is this the worst game in 2005? Absolutely. Yes. Never play it. Bye.